In the small house that afternoon, Loy's mother sat opposite Tu Tien. She looked at her with thoughtful eyes, hands clenched slightly as if in internal struggle. Tu Tien, I have something to tell you. Tu Tien looked at her mother-in-law with surprise. Yes, Mom, just say it. Loy's mother took a deep breath and slowly said, have you ever thought about getting a DNA test with the man who claims to be my father? The question made Tu Tien stunned. She had no doubts about her long-lost father, but what Loy's mother said made her a little hesitant. I doubt. Loy's mother did not answer immediately, but looked deeply into Tu Tien's eyes. No doubt, but I think you need to make sure. Then I can really feel secure. Tu Tien was silent for a long time, then nodded slightly. It's late today. Tomorrow I will go with Dad to do a DNA test. Mother Loy held Tu Tien with gentle eyes. Mom just wants you to get the truth clear, not to live in any doubt. The fateful test. The next morning, Tu Tien and her father went to the hospital to do a DNA test. While waiting for the results, her heart was filled with anxiety, even though she always trusted this father. But part of her was still afraid that, what if the results are not as expected? 2 days later, the hospital sent the test results. Tu Tien held the paper in her hand, her heart beating fast. She looked down at the most important line. Tu Tien is 100% blood related. This is Tu Tien's biological father. Her tears fell on the paper, and she trembled as she gave it to her father. Father is really my biological father. Middle-aged man in front. She also could not contain her emotions. He hugged his daughter, his voice choked. I'm sorry, Dad, for letting me suffer so much over the years. Tu Tien hugged her father tightly. Tears of happiness rolled down her cheeks. Joy spread. Immediately after that, Tu Tien called to tell Loy's mother the good news. Mom, the test results are back. He is really my biological father. Mother Loy on the other end of the line could not hide her joy. That's good. Please respect this father and make up for each other. Tu Tien nodded chokingly. Then she immediately called Jack, who was at the company. Jack, are you busy? I'm sure I'll recognize your voice. That particular should immediately stop work. I'm listening. What's going on? Tu Tien took a deep breath and said, DNA test results are available. Dad is really my biological father. Jack was silent for a few seconds, then his voice rang out warmly. I said to believe in family love. Congratulations, my wife. Tu Tien smiled. Tears fell again, but this time tears of happiness. Thanks, Jack. Smile. So when are we having a celebration party? Tu Tien laughed through tears. Soon. I want the whole family to enjoy this moment together. And so after years of separation and suffering, Tu Tien finally found her loved one. Fate can be treacherous, but love always exists and never changes. After receiving the DNA test results, Tu Tien decided to hold a small party at home to welcome people. Father has been lost for many years. Jack also immediately put aside all his busy work to prepare with her. That evening, the house was filled with warm light. Loy's mother, Jack, Tu Tien's father, and some close relatives were also present. Tu Tien, standing in the middle of the living room, cannot hide emotion when seeing people gathered together. Mother Loy came forward and grabbed Tu Tien's father's hand. Her voice was full of sincerity. He has suffered a lot all this time. Now he has found his daughter again. Let the past sleep and live happily with your baby. Middle-aged man emotionally nodded, red eyes. I thank God for giving me the chance to see her again. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Jack. Thanks, everyone, for loving and taking care of her for me all this time. Tu Tien stood next to tears rolling down her cheeks. She never thought that I will have a day to enjoy fully. Happy as today. Jack gently put his arm around her shoulder and whispered, "This is my family. Are the people who always love and protect me?" Tu Tien nodded slightly, her heart filled with warmth. Past secrets revealed. After the party, when only father and son were left sitting together, Tu Tien's father looked at his daughter with a distant gaze. "There is something I want to tell you." Tu Tien looked at her father. Feel the heaviness in his voice. At that time, Dad did not abandon me, but was harmed by someone. She was shocked to be harmed. Her father nodded, his eyes shining with the pain of the past. That year, father was a small businessman, but accidentally learned a shocking secret of a criminal organization. So they kidnapped father, causing father to be exiled abroad for many years. Tu Tien put her hand to her mouth. "I can't believe what I just heard. So how have you been all this time?" Middle-aged man sighed softly, eyes shining with fatigue. Father tried to find a way to return, but no one believed him. Until father met a benefactor. They helped father return to his homeland and look for his son. Tu Tien held her father's hand tightly, her tears falling down. "Dad has suffered too much. I'm sorry I didn't know about this sooner." Her father shook his head gently and hugged her. "Not only now we can be reunited. That's enough." Jack and the promise to protect his family. After hearing the whole story, Jack sat in deep thought. On one hand, he was happy that Tu Tien had found his father again. But on the other hand, he also noticed something was wrong. Could they still be following you? Jack asked with a serious look. Tu Tien's father shook his head. "I think they don't care about me anymore. But father is still careful. Don't want to cause more trouble for daughter." Jack nodded, but still had a feeling of unease in his heart. He thought, if they ever harm Tu Tien's father, will they come back someday? He gently squeezed Tu Tien's hand, as if to promise that no matter what happens, He will also protect her and their little family. No matter how painful the past was, now they have each other. A complete family. Love and protect each other for life. Later tearful reunion. Tu Tien feels, my life has become more complete than ever. She has a loving and protective husband, Jack, and a mother who benefits. A tolerant mother-in-law. And now she also has her own father. But she didn't know that behind those peaceful days, a new storm is brewing. One morning, Jack just left home to go to work. Then Tu Tien's father received a strange phone call. He picked up the phone, but as soon as he put it to his ear, his face turned pale instantly. I heard you're back home. A deep voice came from the other end of the line, cold as a sharp knife, cut into his painful past. I thought you died abroad. Tu Tien's father clenched the phone, his voice trembling. You guys still not let me go. Cold laughter rang out. Not yet the year you were lucky to escape. But this time, it won't be that easy. I know you have a daughter. If you don't want something bad to happen to him, then you know what to do. Tug, tug, tug. Call ended. But Tu Tien's father's whole body was still shaking. He quickly looked inside the house, where Tu Tien is preparing breakfast with a bright smile. His heart clenched. Now, I can't let my daughter be in danger. All day long, the immortal's father could not rest in peace. He kept thinking about the call this morning, evening when the whole family is having dinner. He suddenly put down his chopsticks and looked at his daughter seriously. Father wants to talk to you for a moment. Tu Tien was a little surprised at the serious look of his father, but still nodded. Yes, father, say go. He took a deep breath and took his daughter's hand. Dad thought a lot. I feel like I shouldn't stay here any longer. Both Tu Tien and Jack were stunned. What are you saying, Dad? Why do you want to leave? Tu Tien hurriedly asked Jack, who also frowned. What's the matter? Tu Tien's father looked into Jack's eyes with conflicted feelings. He doesn't want to talk about this, for fear of dragging his daughter into danger. But he also did not want to lie. It's just that I feel like I bothered you for too long. Dad wants to go out for a while. Find a job that doesn't want to be a burden on the two of us. I immediately confidently held my father's hand. Dad, don't say that. I have been looking for you for so long. It has been 5 hours since you returned. How can I let you go? Loy's mother also spoke up, so you should stay here. Anyway, you are her relative. Tu Tien's father smiled wryly and shook his head. You don't understand, children. Jack looked straight at him with sharp eyes. Are you having trouble? If anyone threatens you, just tell me. I will not let anyone touch you and this family. Tu Tien's father's eyes wavered. Jack is so smart. Just a few words and immediately realized the problem. But he couldn't drag Jack into this. No problem, Jack. It's just that Dad needs time to think about things. Even though he said that, Jack still wasn't reassured. I thought to myself that something must be up. I can't let things go like this. The next day, Jack secretly gave the investigator his phone number, called Cho Cha of Tu Tien, and the results really shocked him. This phone number is associated with a criminal organization, been followed by the police, but cannot be completely eradicated. They are not only involved in illegal trade, but also has a history of kidnapping and assassination. Those who dare stand in their way. Jack clenched his phone, his eyes darkening.